Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another absolute banger for y'all. So kick back, relax, grab your favorite snack, your favorite beverage, grab the Puffco, the cart, the joints, fuck, I don't care, dude. Let's have a good ass time. Also, I know I switched up the gameplay again, but I was just playing some Terraria with my boy last night, so recorded that shit, I'm throwing it in this video, trying something different. Let me know if you guys like it or if you want some different gameplay. I love your guys' input. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Today I'm going to be talking about the absolute worst thing I've done to make some money. Now, like every good story of mine, this story also involves my homie James, because it wouldn't be a story time without James, you feel me? So this story starts on a warm April day of my sophomore year of high school. Me and James were in this class together, and in this class we got to go on a field trip, right? This field trip was to one of the cities in my state. This field trip opened up a prime opportunity for me and James to make some quick cash, right? I'll get more into that later on in the video, but let me start out by saying this trip was fucking nuts, dude. All right, so me and James link up in the morning. We hop on the bus and we start heading to the city, right? We get to our first destination. It's a very old house that we're touring. It's almost like a museum, I guess. It was a very old house of a very important man in my area. I'm not going to put out any names because I do not want y'all to know where I live. But just know it was honestly a pretty cool house, I'm not going to lie. But that's besides the point. Anyways, we get done with this tour and we get back on the bus and it's lunchtime, right? So there's something about James that y'all need to know for the story to make sense. So we stop at Chick-fil-A, right? My homie James, he's got a peanut allergy, so he can't eat at Chick-fil-A because they use peanut oil to fry all their chicken and shit, right? I know, crazy. So he talks to the teacher, he's like, "Hey, there's a Potbelly right down the street. Can me and my homie go there?" Right? She's like, "Yeah, I guess that's fine." So me and James, we break off from the whole class. We're off on our own now. We're walking us to this Potbelly and we get in there, we grab some food. Shit was good as fuck, right? And we're sitting in this Potbelly and we can see this mall across the street, right? And in this mall, there is a shop that is notorious for selling expensive cologne, right? Now, this was a very weird time in my life. I was not a good kid at all, and I'm very, very remorseful for all my actions. Just want to put that out there. But James brings up the excellent idea to go across the street and go take a look around at this mall, right? So that's what we do. We finish our food, we go across the street, we get in the mall, and we go into this particular store. Now, we're looking at all the stuff the store has to offer, but the thing we're mostly looking at is the cologne, right? They got all these expensive colognes, right? I'm talking like Dior Sauvage. Like this is back when like Dior Sauvage, 1 Million Alexa, all them were like really popping. So we got all the name brand poppin' colognes. They're not in any security boxes. They got no security tags on them. And James is looking at me with this devious ass look. So I already know what's about to go down. He's like, "Yo, we should just grab a few of these. You know, we got cargo pants on. We should just fuck, bro. Let's just put them in the pants, bro. No big deal, no big deal." And I'm thinking, I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Honestly, hell yeah, bro. And then we can resell it to our homies as soon as we get back to school, right?" So that's the plan. Now, there is a lady that I'm assuming was asset protection. She was walking around. She kept eyeing us, and so James is like, "Yo, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna go talk to her, ask her some questions, make sure she ain't looking at me, and I'm gonna grab 5 bottles of this cologne, right?" So I'm like, "All right, bet. I can definitely do that. I'm good at talking to people. I can definitely distract her for a few minutes while he grabs some cologne, right?" So that's what I go do. I go talk to her. I'm like, "Hey, do you have any Supreme shirts? Like, do you have any like Chrome Hearts, anything like that? Anything cool?" Like, I'm just making small talk with her. She's like, "Yeah, we have some of those options. They're over here. Let me show you." So she brings me on the other side of the store. I walk back there with her. I'm looking at these shirts, and I'm like, "Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it." Right? So she leaves. Good call from James. He's like, "Yo, I'm out." I'm like, "Bet." So I go meet up with them. He's like, "Yo, I got 3 bottles. That's all I could fit. But I think you should go back in there and do the same thing, and I'll talk to the lady." So I'm thinking, I'm like, "Yo, this is where the money comes in right here." So I'm fucking 14, 15. I probably was 15 at the time. So I was like, "Hell yeah, bro. Like, My little ass brain thought this was brilliant. We about to come up on some money, boy. That's all I was thinking about, right? So we head back into the store. My boy James walks up to this lady, starts talking to her. They have no suspicion. They do not know that James stole shit yet, right? So it's my turn. I'm looking at the clones. I think I grabbed fucking Dolce and Gabbana Blue. I don't remember all of them, but I grabbed 3 or 4 bottles, right? They're all pretty expensive, around $70 to $100 each. So I grab them. I get the fuck on out of there. And while I'm walking out of there, the lady that's talking to James sees me walking out of there. She goes, "Hey, stop." I do not stop, bro. I keep walking. Bro, I thought we were cooked. I was like, dude, how did James not distract her? Like, how did she see me? She's like, "Hey, stop, hey, stop." And I get out of the store and she's following me. She's like, "Hey, stop." So eventually I just stop. I'm like, all right, I'm fucked. Like, she knows, like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do this. So I stop and she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, we actually just got a new shipment of Chrome Hearts. And if you want to look at those." Most relief I've ever felt in my entire life. I thought I was fucked. I was like, yeah, no, I'm okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it, but I gotta get going. So I keep walking, and James is probably about 100 yards behind me. We link up and we get the fuck on out of there. Now, this was pretty sketchy because, I really thought we were fucked there for a second. So the hard part, or at least what we thought the hard part was, is over. We walk back to Chick-fil-A, we link back up with the whole class, and it's time to get back on the bus, right? Now, while we're walking, these cologne bottles are clanking and like clacking in our fucking pockets, right? So it's pretty obvious that we got something in there. We're walking past all our classmates, and they were just looking at us like, "What the fuck do you guys like? What do you have in your pockets, bro? Like, what the fuck is that noise, right?" The teacher hasn't realized nothing yet, so we're just trying to play it cool. We're just trying to play cool. We go sit down in our bus seat, right? Now, this girl behind me, she looks at us and she goes, "Where did you guys go? You didn't go to the mall, did you?" We're like, "Nope, nope, we did not go anywhere, bro." She's like, "Well, the teacher was looking for you guys. You took way too long, and I think she's gonna rape you when we get home or when we get back to school." I was like, "Dude, no, bro, no." So at this point, me and James are tweaking. We're ready to get our ass chewed out. Like, as far as we know, the teacher did not know we went to the mall though. So we're just gonna tell her like, "Hey, Potbelly took hella long. Like, we're sorry, this and that." So we're tweaking, but we're not that scared, right? So we're on the bus. We're driving back to school. And we get back to school, and we still got all these fucking clones in our pockets. And we're walking off the bus, and we like to sit in the like close back row. So we're one of the last people to walk off the bus. And the teacher's standing up front waiting for us to walk off. And as soon as we pass her, she's like, "You boys, wait a minute," right? So we're like, "All right, here we go. This is where we get fucked, right? We're going to get our ass chewed out." So she comes out, she's like, "Where the fuck were you guys? Like, why'd you take so long?" And we told her about the Potbelly, and she's like, "I don't know if I believe you. You guys literally took like 45 minutes. I was like, "Listen, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but they just took long and we didn't want to leave without our food." So she ended up buying it and we ended up getting away with that. Thank God, because this teacher already hated me and James. Okay, let me put in perspective this class. It was a art class of sorts, and me and James were literally the only guys in the entire class. It was all girls. Now this isn't like that doesn't sound that bad, but like they're interesting girls, right? Now, me and James we just don't fit in there at all. We took it for easy credit. We just wanted to get in and get out. We just wanted the fucking credit, right? We needed an art credit to pass high school. So this teacher already hates us, and she definitely is very sexist. It's pretty obvious she does not like boys or men. She got some personal issues going on, this and that. Like, she would yell at us every day. Anyways, besides the point. We get away from her, we walk back into school, and there's about 1 hour left in the school day. So me and James are like, "Yo, fuck this, let's just go sit in the parking lot and wait for our homies to get done with school, and then we'll try to hustle these cologne bottles." So that's what we do. We walk around the front or around the side of the building, get to the front, get to our whip, and we chill in there for a while, wait for the boys to come out from school, right? So everything went smoothly with that. We didn't get caught for skipping class or nothing, but the homies get out, they hop in the whip, and we showing them all this cologne, and they're hella intrigued. They're like, "Yo, how much would you sell this for? This and that." And we shoot them some fire prices, bro. Like way below market. We're throwing in bundles and this and that. So me and James walked out there with like $250 each, which doesn't sound like much, but back then, bro, that was the shit, bro. Sophomore year, $250 could get you far in life, bro. Like I didn't even have a car yet. I was like only James had the whip. So yeah, no, that $250 could get me far as shit back then. Now, I'm gonna be very clear. I am not promoting stealing, reselling, like reselling stolen products, nothing like that. But I will say, fuck the big corporations. Anyways, don't steal, guys. But yeah, so me and James got a big come up. Had a lot of fun with that money, let me tell you guys. Like I said, $250 can get you very far as a sophomore in high school. So, yeah, that is the worst thing I've ever done to make some quick cash. Now, there's definitely been some worse things I've done to make a little bit amount of cash, but that was definitely the time that I made the most amount of money. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me grow, and I really love my audience, and I love telling these stories. So any recommendations, put them down in the comments. I'd love to read them, love to respond to them. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one.